Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are connecting from. I am glad to be back. The last few weeks have been very busy for me. If you have been following my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, you'll see that I was in Peru. I went to Peru for the Rebirth of the Soul tour, the Perú Trip, actually taking place in Cusco. I'm so happy on how everything went over there. It was great. The group was amazing. The energy came together. Very, very nice. We had the right amount of right number of people, and a lot of things took place during that trip. It is not just a regular tour because we start with a workshop, and I start with the Symptoms of the Soul workshop. So that workshop starts triggering a lot of things that will need to be healed during the workshop and during the trip, because we'll be talking about spirituality, we'll do ceremonies, offering to Pachamama, or Mother Earth, we'll do meditations, and everything worked really, really well. The group came together in a very nice way, and I'm really happy with the results. I was able to take some pictures. You have one here in the background, the one that we took in Machu Picchu. We visited a few sites, and it's not only being together but also the energy of each place, right? So people ask me, Antonio, why Cusco? Why Peru? Why are you taking people to that place? To be honest, I didn't have the answer myself, right? What happened is that in 2018 I got this thought or message, depending on how you want to call it, that I needed to start bringing people to Peru and learn about my culture. I am Peruvian. I live in the US, but I am from Peru, and my wife is too, right? So I got this strong message or thought that I needed to start bringing people to Peru. This was in 2018. I had been there when I was 18 years old, and I remember the energy that I felt. So I said, before bringing people, I want to go there and check how everything is right now. And I went there, and I made some connections, and I met Hector, who started as our guide, and he's now my friend. And we put something together. Even with the first group that I took to Peru in 2020, Alba Wyman was there, Blair Steiner was there in that group. We were almost 38 people, if not 38 people. A lot of us. All kind of things take place. Our lives were not the same after that trip, and Alba can vouch for that, and Jill Cole was there too. They all can give you feedback of all of the things that took place. Even our tour guides were amazed at what was happening with the group, right? But I was still, even though I was seeing the results of what was happening, I still was not getting the complete idea of why Cusco. I knew it had to be Cusco for a reason, but in this last trip, I got it. And what happened is that when you go to Cusco, you see how Cusco is like a bubble. Everybody lives there's a sense of community. Everybody caring for each other. Everybody living in communion with the land, respecting the land, call it Pachamama, respecting the elements, right? The water, the fire, the apus, the mountains, right? And then the animals. You see how they are synchronized. So when we were there, we started remembering, right? This is for us a way to remember that we should be together with that sense of community. And as a matter of fact, spirits, whenever they communicated, and whenever mediums like Chico Xavier or Divaldo Franco got messages, and even Allan Kardec in his book, The Spirit's Book, right? Spirit was sharing that we're supposed to live in community. That is the way to evolve together, not isolated. And what happens is that when we are back in the countries where we live, we are living the illusion of separation, disconnection, right? All of us in our own house, in our own world, sometimes not connecting to others. And here's when we're going back to Cusco, we see how people live in respecting the earth, respecting the land, respecting the apples, the animals, right? Number one, you see how little you need to be happy. You see somebody working the land, just small house, couple of alpacas, and they're happy. And then that helps us remember that it doesn't take that much to be happy. And then being in a community, reciprocity, helping each other, the way it should be. So this journey through these days in Cusco is a reminder of, in my opinion, how we should live our lives and not to feel disconnected from each other, not to compete with each other, but to help each other instead. That plus the energy, plus the workshop and things that took place in different sides, people getting emotional, people healing stuff, acting together as a group, that makes the experience in Cusco unique, I would say. So I received feedback. For example, I only did one workshop in this trip because I thought, well, people, of course, they want the workshop, but they also want to tour more. And to my surprise, people say, I wish you had scheduled another workshop, because that's what we're here for, right? We want to learn, we want to heal, we want to help each other. And most of the people that attended to this trip either took into introspective hypnosis course or the past life therapy course, or maybe they attended a workshop, or maybe they're just friends of somebody who attended. You don't need to be part of any of the courses or workshops to attend. If you're called to come to Cusco to join this trip, do it. It changed my life, and I'm sure it's going to change you, at least give you a different perspective. Number one, watch the video I created about our trip, and this is just a small video of everything that took place there. It will be a very, very long video if I put everything there, but also the testimonials, and see what people say about this trip. I recently, actually yesterday, I posted the new trip for 2025. Each trip is gonna be a little bit better because I am getting the experience from the previous one, right? For example, the first trip in 2020, when we went to do the offering to Pachamama with the Paco or shaman, if you want to call it that way, there was no lunch there, and there were not toilets, for example, right? So we thought about that, and this time we're doing a picnic. There's catering. We bring portable toilets, so it's becoming better. For the next trip in 2025, I added one more workshop, so you have the time, the chance to tour, to learn, to heal, because in those workshops I facilitate sessions back to back, at least 4 sessions, at least 4 sessions per workshop. You'll get this. If you want to work on some issues, I'll be there facilitating sessions. And in our trips, we'll be talking about spirituality. So we're learning constantly. We're helping each other. We're supporting each other. We are loving each other. And this is what makes this journey in Cusco so unique. For those that attended the Rebirth of the Soul trip to Cusco, I recommended to spend at least 2 days in Lima and tour Lima. So we got together and did that. This time I have included that as an additional, you want to call it package, right? If you want to tour in Lima, and I'll be there with you along all the time. So if you don't know the language, don't worry about it. I'm not a travel agency. That is not my intention. I want to be part of the experience too. I'll be there with all of you all the time. If you don't know the language, don't worry. I'll be there to translate. If you don't feel comfortable being in a place that you don't know by yourself, don't worry. I'll be there. My wife will be there too. So there's no need to worry about this. And this is what makes everybody feel comfortable and secure. And Cusco is safe. There are no problems there. So anyway, I wanted to let you know again that I posted that trip. It is available. I decided that the right number of people for those trips is 18. No more than 18. 18 I can fit in one of those big vans, and that van can enter every place in Cusco, especially in the city. And it's the right amount of people for things to really, really, really work. So there are 18. you can reserve your spot with a partial deposit of $500, right? And then a few months later, you can pay $500 more. That's going to complete your $1,000 deposit. Why is it that these trips are a success, and why is it that we're able to get the best trains, the best circuits in Machu Picchu? Because you have different circuits, right? We got the best one because we book everything ahead of time. That is why like a little bit over 3 months before the trip, I stopped registration because the group is going to be complete. And in 3 months in advance, I start booking everything, booking hotels, booking train, buying the tickets. So that's why the deposit, we need the deposit. And anyway, again, I'm super happy for what is coming. I wish I could be there again. I wish I could go to Cusco twice a year, but for now it's just gonna be once a year, and my idea is to do it every March. So this is gonna be March from the 1st to the 7th in 2025. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Go to my website, antonio.sangio.com. In my website, I even included, on the courses and workshops, you have the event listed, but there's also a page where I share a little bit more pictures and the videos there. But if you have any questions, email me, info@antonio.sangio.com, or use the contact option on my website. Some of you have let me know that you're thinking about registering. The last class I had, I came from Peru on the 3rd in the morning. I rested a little bit. The 4th was my son's birthday, so we celebrated that. The 5th in the morning, I was driving 7 hours to Maryland to teach a 7-day course with my friend and colleague Alba Wyman. So it's been a busy month for me, and a lot of people in that course were motivated to register for this trip. So if you're thinking about it, please don't wait, because there's going to be a limit number of spots. Anyway, thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you soon and upload more videos shortly. Until next time, bye.